Dear viewer, you have been greeted wherever you are and welcome to watch this travel video, which is the first episode as a part of a documentary series which we explore a wide range of topics related to climbing the highest peak of Somaliland, and as well as some new archaeological sites recently discovered in the western highland areas of Sanaag region. Although for security purposes, that specific location for these sensitive areas must not be revealed at the present time to protect these positions from looters. You will be watching also in this documentary series for some other different interesting articles, including the majestic mountain of Surat and the impressive looking peaks of Sheba and Shimbris, which are absolutely brilliant areas that little is known to outsiders and even citizens of Somaliland Republic. The huge mountain of Surat, with so many natural attractions, includes the areas yet undeveloped for tourism, although it's less than 2 hours drive to the northwest of Erigabo. However, most of the mountainous land is removed, which has become a barrier for any traveler to visit Mount Surat with the absence of good infrastructure for access and communication. The main attractions of Surat mountain are the amazing views from the top of the escarpment down to the distant lowland below the cliff, where measured more than 3,000 meters below in some places, as well as the rich biodiversity that includes at least 300 native plant species, along with many woodlands, including the Juniperus procera tree, which is wide ground in this part of Somaliland. This climbing journey to the western mountains of Sanaag region was launched in April 2014 by the regional coordinator for Ministry of Tourism, Mohammed Salah, with a group of mountain people and the French journalist Mr. Abdelkader Ahmed, locally known as Kabaweyne. Our trip from Erigabo, one late afternoon, we reached Gabgule, which lies at the feet of Mount Sheb at sunset, and it had taken roughly less than an hour's drive with many beautiful views on the way to our tourism destination. We were traveling with a small vehicle owned by a friend of local district council, Mr. Mahmoud Warsama. When we arrived at Gabgule, we were undecided whether we should continue our trip or to stay in this place as the night approached, but after a short rest we agreed to remain that night in this place with Ali Hassan, one of our travel companions, to show us to the best locations we needed to visit. The motor vehicle left and went back to Erigabo at the moment we dismounted. I asked Mr. Abdullah Rangori, leading our travel group, where we would go from there in the next day. Then he pointed in his finger to the direction. It was the highest peak of Somaliland, Mount Sheba. I have got one good opportunity for the first time to climb the summit of the mountain, although it was far away from us. Abdullah told me also something new about Mount Sheba that would make it the highest mountain in Somaliland. This new story came as a surprise, because Shimbris, with elevation 2,416 meters, is known to be the highest peak of Somaliland, and our students in Somaliland continue to be taught that Shimbris has always been the tallest peak in the country. I was just thinking that we knew nothing about Somaliland topographic features, and there is urgent need to survey the height of Somaliland peaks. The government of Somaliland appears unwilling to the idea of rewriting an accurate key national guide that school children have learned and interacted for a long time through colonial rule, the civil government, the military coup of Siad Barre, and the current time of Somaliland. My friend, the coordinator, also supported with Abdullah's claim that Mount Sheba should be the accurate highest peak of the country, and how we were hopeful that we would come to some sort of agreement about this issue, as we have been equipped with a handheld GPS device that we intended to measure the altitude of Sheba in the next day. And we hope that our team will bring back the revised measurements regarding the height of these peaks. The mountain of Sheba reminds you the Queen of Sheba, which was once a powerful Islamic kingdom that prospered through trade with Somaliland. This queen is mentioned in the holy books of the Quran and the Bible, which describes her visit to Solomon in Ethiopia, as some historians theoretically confirm it, but in fact that can be here in Somaliland. Abdullah told me also they made deep excavation of one archaeological underground location, with the discovery that may solve the secrecy of where the Queen of Sheba buried her treasures. We stayed that night in Gabgule at Ali Hassan's house and talked through the whole night, sitting by the fireside and feeling with great enjoyment, and were much eager to wait for the next day trip to the highest peak of Somaliland.